All right, welcome back to the channel. Back out here at Quiverheart. As you can see, there is some snow on the ground. It's in the low teens as far as temperature is concerned today. My primary goal today is just get out, get some pictures in the snow, and maybe get some frozen waterfall pictures. I'll link the previous hikes out here at Quiverheart up at the top if you're interested in more about this particular trail. I'm also trying out using my camera to video as opposed to the GoPro or my phone, so we'll see how this shakes out. But thought I was going to be out, thought I'd take you along for the adventure. So as you can see back here, the waterfall has a little bit of ice on it. I'm going to get a couple pictures, but just beautiful out here today. A bit brisk. The other thing I'm trying out here today is just a little bit of a different setup. I'm testing out this Skyline Fast Pack from Outdoor Vitals again today. Just put a load in there, but as far as the weather is concerned, I've got a pair of possum down gloves underneath a pair of merino gloves from Sims. As far as up top, I've got a merino base layer from Icebreaker, and then an alpaca hoodie over top of that, and then just a wind jacket. So I'm hoping that staying active, that'll do the trick. I do have an extra layer of warmth in the back just in case I need it. And then I'm also trying out the Highline leggings from Outdoor Vitals today. I've not used those before, other than just out shoveling snow yesterday. As far as my feet are concerned, I'm still wearing trail runners, but I do have a pair of, I think it's merino toe socks from Creepers socks, and then a pair of sealskins waterproof socks over top of that. Other than my hands being kind of cold, otherwise so far so good, but we'll keep you up to date. Well, by the looks of the tracks up here, or lack thereof, I would say I am probably the first hiker to be on this trail since the snow Thursday night. It's Saturday afternoon at this point. There are some animal tracks out here, but just beautiful, peaceful. I was kind of looking forward to seeing this in the snow and seeing some of the ice. Trail's not bad. It's a little slick. Just got to pay attention, but it's good. And then, like I said, other than my hands being a little cold, I'm good as far as my layers are concerned. While I'm moving, standing still gets a little chilly. Well, I'm up here on the ridge getting ready to head down into Boulder City. As you can hopefully see back there behind me, the traverse down through the rock face over here might be a little sketchy, so I'm sure I'll put the camera down for that. I did stir up 3 or 4 deer. I wasn't fast enough to get them on camera, but they snorted at me and took off running down over the hill. That's the only life I've seen out here today. So just beautiful. Again, just goes to show you the different seasons and how things can change and look different, and how you can appreciate each of those. I made it here to the Whispering Fern section of this trail. I've never been out there before, so I think I'm going to take that 1 1/4 mile loop I believe it's just down along the stream and loops back around up here to the other side. But if there's anything really super cool down there, I'll be sure to get either picture or video. But this will be my first time on this particular section of trail. And what better conditions to do it in. All right, sorry if I got any snot hanging out of my nose. It's running just a little bit. Again, still staying warm. Still on the Whispering Fern trail, and you can see we made it over, had a couple stream crossings, or at least one. And we've made it over to the other side, kind of a different gorge. And so hopefully you can see that back there behind me, trying to not shake the camera too terribly much, but just beautiful over here. Like most areas out here, I think this is probably best suited for either a time like this, maybe the fall or early spring. Of course, early spring you're going to get wildflowers out through here, but I think it's much more appreciated when the leaves are off the trees and you can just kind of see the beauty of what's around you. So if you've not made it out here yet, I would definitely encourage you to do so. It's beautiful. Getting ready to cross this stream here again. This will be a third or fourth stream crossing today. They've been a little sketchy when there's snow and ice and you can't really tell what's rock and what's ice and what's water. So far, I'm pretty sure my feet went in, but my feet are not cold. These waterproof socks, if not keeping my feet completely dry, they're definitely warm. So hopefully you can see up there on the other side some of the rock faces on the other side of this gorge. And so we're on a separate section of stream than what the waterfall is on. So I'm going to cross over here, make my way on around, but the Whispering Fern loop has been definitely beautiful as far as some rock faces and things that you wouldn't necessarily expect to see in Ohio. So again, if you get a chance, check it out. Well, I just completed the Whispering Fern section of Quiverheart, back on the main trail now. I must say I was definitely pleasantly surprised with this particular section of trail. I thought it might just be a loop along the creek and kind of through the woods, but it went along the creek, across the creek, near the rock faces on the other side, and back down across the creek and back on the rock faces on this side. So really an enjoyable loop, and saw zero human footprints, a lot of animal tracks that I can't really recognize. But back on the main section of trail, so I'm going to pick up the pace just a little bit since I've been on this a few times now, and maybe video again. I want to get up near the rock overhang and probably swing back down by the waterfall again one more time before I head back to the Jeep. I made it back to the trailhead, another successful adventure, and I must say this is probably my favorite trip to Quiverheart thus far. The snow and the ice made it even more interesting. The fact that I was completely by myself and often didn't see any tracks in the snow was also pretty cool. A couple words of note, my setup of a base layer, a mid layer, and a wind jacket was plenty. Even a little hot. I had to unzip a little bit to vent some. The only thing that got a little cold is my fingertips at times when I was messing with the camera and my phone, but that all worked out well. One word of warning, I would recommend, if you're not very sure-footed, to maybe not do this when it's covered in snow and you can't actually see where you're stepping. I didn't have any falls today, but a few slips. And so anyway, just for your information. So I hope you enjoyed this trip. I know I did, probably one of my favorites. So until next time, get outside.